Yo, what's up, everybody? Hope you guys doing okay. PC Monk here with another Bitcoin video. What's up? All right, let's jump into this. Before we jump into this, I always forget. Disclaimer. This video is just brought to you by for education purpose, blah blah blah. No financial advice, guys. Read the disclaimer, pause the video, please. Don't. I had a channel way before. I didn't know I should do that, and I got banned. People reported me. Probably people were copy trading me, and then it didn't went their way. Anyway, BTC did a couple of things, but it didn't die down around 95,313. We were talking about it. We were looking for 96, even a breakout to 100K. That didn't come. Look what we did. I can't say it's over. We haven't yet broken anything. If any, we have even a trend line structure, right? Which is about to probably get retested, which is 92,329. We could hold around 93,560 as well, but I think we are going to come back down a little bit. We could see how the psychological range has been forming. It's still calculating, but in my opinion, if anything, we just gonna widen it more towards downside. And as it ends, when the psychological high and low has been fixed, we usually get a sweep to one side and then we go to the other side. Now, this is 1 hour and 4 hour I'm showing you guys, right? You can see the 4 hour has a good trend line. But what I'm trying to talk here, I want to talk about the daily a little bit. First of all, this is weekly. We always should look at the weekly. Good week, good gain, right? We broke a major level. You could say the major level on weekly is here around 93,684. We still broke that. So overall, good. So the only question I would have is this gonna do the short squeeze or is it gonna continue? Now, if you take a look at it on the daily, all right, we pushed it for 2 days and then we slowed down. Now, what you're looking at right now over daily is a pattern like this, okay? So a pattern that does this, and then it pumps. Which, what do you call this? A swing. So you're having a swing over daily, right? But the swing will not matter if we don't come back to at least 92,293, right? We could go lower, we could go all the way to 88. It doesn't matter. We could just clear everybody out. Or this navy blue line, which is a 1 hour time frame. But anyhow, and it makes sense. The 1 hour time frame makes sense because if I want to grab a Fibonacci, all right, we do from the top, right? So 0 is bottom, top is 1. We're doing a retracement, meaning what? Meaning we're coming from 1 to 0. That's a retracement. You could see, and I did not actually know that, that the golden pocket is close to that navy blue line. All right, so an area of interest for the market. All we have to see is it going to push it today? Is it going to push it when? Right? That's what we have to wait for. It could take, 1 day, 2 day. We could just do it today and then, pick it back up. I'm eyeing for this area for a complete liquidity clear out. If not, come close to 92,000. Doesn't mean we have to hit it. We could just hold at 93. There's a lot of levels, okay? Let me go in a lower time first so we could talk about it more. We could just hold around 93 and then push it back up for that final push. But I think the final push would come in the market, so meaning when we are like in New York. So until then, we might just slowly bleed this to the downside. Now, if you take a look at a USDT as well, I don't know when I drew this, but I'm pretty sure this was on my previous chart. And so what do we were saying like we're gonna go up and go down. So guess what? We went up. Now it's holding, it's not coming down, right? Maybe if I take a look at it on a 4 hour and on a 1 hour, it would be like it's coming down. No, it's not coming down. So this basically didn't work. You could say from here or here it did work, but nope, that's not the case. What I was projecting was none of these. You got to be honest with yourself. When you're wrong on a projection, just admit it. All right, so this projection didn't work out. We're holding below, so this is actually important. Now, on a 1 hour time frame, we're holding at this range. All right, this is a swing again, a swing. As soon as you break this, you're definitely gonna break this. I think we're aiming for this area right now, 5.21%, where there's a volume imbalance. There's bigger volume imbalance to the top side. If I turn this, there's a red vector around 5.28. But 5.2, if 5.28 comes, BTC will be around probably either 88, 89, or 92, if not lower, from 92. But what I think is going to happen is USDT today, or and like today and tomorrow, it's going to maybe continue up, maybe with a swing, maybe it's going to be a very impulsive move. If it's an impulsive move today, it's a clear out. It's a liquidity clear out. So what's going to happen on Monday? Probably it's going to pick it back up. Obviously, I'm going to do a Monday video, but I'm just saying. All right, now if you take a look at the psychological range on USDT, you can see how widen it is, and it's going towards upside, right? So we'll see. Still calculating, but I decided to just do the video anyhow. So let's just take a look at the liquidity now. This is liquidity for 1 week. All right, you can see there's some liquidity to the top side, but to the bottom, obviously we have a lot of liquidity to grab. 90, 92, 93, there's a lot. And then we'll go 99, I'm sorry, 90,000, 89, and it goes on and on and on. But that's for the week. Now, for 3 days, all right, you're looking at this chart, which I kind of zoomed in a little bit, but let me just zoom out. There you go. All right, so you could see that 96 and above, there's some liquidity, right? But at the same time, over this past 3 days, you could see there's a big liquidity around 93,515. So BTC will aim for this, will aim for 93,278, and we'll aim for 92,645. So 92,645, I would say this is a very great area to clear out. That's where I'm aiming for, but we'll see what happens now. The 92,600 and 600, 700, I think it coincides uh, with a line that I have. Let's take a look at it. 92, 92, right here. I'm basically 300 above. All right. It's showing around this wick and around this wick. We could see, yeah, there is something around here, 100%. Because we wicked into it once and then we held above it. So buyers are here as well, right? If we these are like buy side liquidity. If we break this, we're gonna hit this. If we break this, then I think you're talking about this swing here, right? This is a 1 hour time frame, by the way. If we hit this, it's either the navy blue line or anywhere in this range. And yeah, it is possible for BTC just, I think it's doing a grab, it's doing a liquidity grab, and all the retailers will be like, okay, this is it, we're dumping. It's gonna hold the low for a while. Everybody's gonna short, 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 and it's gonna slowly come back up and get ready for Monday pump, in my opinion. In my opinion, I'm looking at Monday and Tuesday. I think we're gonna continue up. We do one more liquidity grab, and then we finish it with a smackdown, because we didn't yet see any smackdown. I could be wrong, don't get me wrong. I could be wrong, don't get me wrong. All right, now with that being said, guys, let's go back to liquidity grab. So I was talking about the 3 days. Now let's talk about the 48 hours. So you could see there is a lot here, but there's a lot here. So the way it works, it grabs liquidity, then it goes towards the right target. Big sell order happened here. A lot of sales happened here. 24 million were sold. All right, now if this continues to go down, all right, you're watching on a 15 minutes. 92, there's big numbers around there. Basically, all of this is big. So we could fill those over 1 hour. How long the video has been? 8 minutes is fine. So over 1 hour, you still could see around here, there's a couple of big orders, right? Even below it. But I think below it will hold, because if we continue to come down, we could come all the way to 88, 89, but it's going to be, boy, it's going to be hard to get back if we hit that 88, 89. It's going to be hard, boy. All right, now let's talk about the liquidation map. Now, I always say about big money lies around 25 to 10x. 50x and 100x doesn't really matter, because the market makers money when you're doing 100x. So for example, you're putting 50 cents and you're doing 100x, so you're getting what, $50 back, right? I'm sorry, $500 back, right? I don't know, I messed up the calculation, but anyhow, most of that money is from the market maker, right? So but when you do a 20x, Most of the money is from who? The trader himself, herself. So that's why those monies are where the market maker is going to have a smile on his face because he's actually yanking people's money other than um, getting back his own money. 100x, 50x is basically getting back his own money. Now, and 100x, 50x is super easy to liquidate, right? So we got this. We got around 97,000. We got 334. Around uh, 92,000. We have 400 million to liquidate. 50x and 100x's only on Binance. Now we go lower. Hello. This is 1 day, by the way. We could change it to 7 days. Hello, liquidation. Let's take a look at this. To 92,000, we're going to liquidate 2.49 billion. Billion. To 97, 2.53 billion. Both sides are heavy in liquidation. The only thing that matters is which side the market maker is going to decide to go first. Now, if you take a look at it on a one day, you could say around 93, 92, right around here, right? At 92, 1.19 billion to grab. So a lot down here, and 96, 97,000, only 948 million to grab. So 948 million against 2 billion. Obviously, we're going to go for that 2 billion first. Let's take a look at the news. What's up? This is a two. You facts you didn't know about Bitcoin. The title kind of looks interesting. 21 million Bitcoin isn't in the white paper. It kind of looks interesting. I might just take a look at it later. Bitcoin poised for strong weekly gains since Trump win as ETFs go whoop. The ATF had some inflows. We could take a look at ATF. I might do it on this stream. Exclamation mark Wix, by the way, guys. If you guys want to get rich quickly, no financial advice, obviously, but if you want to get rich quickly by 400x leverage, low fees, and you get a $10 coupon if you use my referral link. I'll put it down below in the description. And there is a strategy. If you type exclamation mark strategy over my Twitch, there's a Word document that I came up with, a strategy that I use personally for my $10 challenge account, stuff like that. And it works. You just have to be patient. You could use that as well if you don't have a strategy. But keep in mind, even with a strategy, you still need technical analysis, which I do every day over my stream. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for supporting. We continue. All right. So we're just reading the news here. Strip test, a new stablecoin project as on the market looms. Interesting, interesting. Oh, we're going to take a look at Stripe then. Gamify tokens show signs of life after Gala games. What happening to Gala? I've been watching Gala for a little bit. Yeah, I think everybody knows about Trump. So nothing really interesting here. Even if there is, I'm going to miss it. P Network, why Dr. Altcoin strongly believes in his future. Who's Dr. Altcoin, bro? Key reason behind it, we don't care. Was Jid McSallep's exit from Ripple a breakup or a brilliant strategy? Find out. Well, probably XRP is going to dump further down to $1.2 later on, and then the trends of prediction. These are all soy skyrocketed, right? Uniswapper's forecast. Uniswap didn't do shit, bro. BlackRock doubled down, 240 million in Bitcoin, 54 in Ethereum, but today. Today. Oh, that's yesterday, by the way. That's yesterday's news. So the central bank says no to Bitcoin reserve. Okay. We don't really care about Swiss. I mean, we do care about Swiss National Bank, but when Wall Street is in the picture, bro, what are you talking about here? All right, no, not much important news. For the upcoming week
Connection
news,
lost.
obviously I take a look at it every day, but it does look like we have some jolts on Tuesday and some more important news coming on Wednesday. Well, we'll see what happens. So overall, we've talked about everything. We covered everything up. And with that being said, all right. I don't know what I was saying. I had to pause the video for a second, guys. I didn't show you guys the footprint. Let's take a look at the footprint. And then we call it. All right, so this is footprint. As you guys could see, BTC is having a dump here. The footprint over the 4 hours at the top, that's what I'm interested for. We don't really want to see the bottom because we know that there are volume imbalance around the lows. So nothing we could do about those. But what we could do is read this. See, this was the pump, right? that you should be looking at the wick, because first of all, there's a lot of tape patterns. Second of all, if you zoom in, if you zoom in, you probably see a lot of volume imbalance. You could see volume imbalance was on the previous wick. We filled most of it. Let's go high, high, and higher. So some volume imbalance around here. I mean, most of this is volume imbalance. We continue to go up, and we could say from this 95, 100, the rest of it is just volume imbalance. From here, all of it is just volume imbalance, right? So 95, 100 is where if it comes above it, it's going to fill all the volume imbalance, and it could even go higher. But when that happened, we don't know. Now to the downside, we've talked about it. The footprint on right now over the 4 hour, you could see it's super imbalanced. Like basically, there's no business, there's only sales happening. So this could come and go, but since we aim for a liquidity grab, this thing's gonna be fast. All right, it's not gonna be slow. So there's gonna be volume imbalance that they have to recover later. So for now, we're hitting where we talked about before, the first level. If we break this, then we're gonna go for this level or anywhere between these two. Thank you guys for watching. Stay safe, stay green. Until next time, peace